you got the one thing, right? The most important thing you can ever have in your life. Time. And that, I'm not saying like time to do fuck all. I'm just saying like if you jump now, you're still, what, 23, right?
Yeah.
You've got... Alright, take for example, right? You got, like, we'll just say Ray Dalio. Really famous investor. What, he's in his mid-70s or something, right? If I remember correctly.
Ray Dalio. Can fact check that.
We'll just say he's old, right? Yeah. Okay. Or just any sort of person that's very successful. That has acquired a lot of money. Alright, let's have a look. Ray Dalio. Let's see. I brought him up because I mentioned it. See. He was born 1949.
Jeez.
Yeah, 75. So, yeah, I said mid-70s. That's a good guess. Do you reckon he would sacrifice all the money he has to be in your position? To go from being 75 to 23?
Yeah.
Fucking oath, I think he would. So you have something that is more valuable to him. With all that wealth, you have that.
But
you know what I mean?
It's just knowledge too, because he's
yeah,
built a lot
true.
of
I mean,
experience.
definitely. Like like if you could be 23 years old and have all the knowledge of a Ray Dalio, yeah, you've got. You're playing GTA with the fucking cheat codes on.
Yeah.
But just my point being, right, is all the money in the world can't buy what you have, which is time. You know what I mean? And there's some power in that if you really think about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. What I was told was, I don't know if this might make sense to you, but with people that I looked up to, they said the richest place that you could find, or the most, it was along the lines of, if you go to the graveyard, that's the most richest place, because people well, his point being was people that in the graveyard, they've died and they've got these ideas, businesses that they haven't actually, like, put into action. They died with those ideas and never having tried.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean,
that's, I don't know if that makes sense, but
if you're on your deathbed, right? Because everyone has good ideas or dreams that come to them.
And they never like tried.
If you don't try to make it happen, them dreams will come back to haunt you. On your deathbed, they'll come and fucking visit you and say, we came to you and you did nothing with it. You know what I mean? That should be something that should scare you.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that is far more frightening than, oh, I gave it a go, I did the best. And like, I'm not saying you saying I did the best, but you fucking know you did your best. And it just didn't happen for whatever reason. Like, that's fine, because life, you'll find a way, like, things will happen, and you'll find your way. But in the meantime, there's life lessons that you will find. Like, the universe is pushing you in a certain direction for a reason. And even if it doesn't end in where you have in mind, the journey itself, there'll be things there that'll make you grow as a person. And, may lead you into the where you're supposed to go eventually, you know what I mean? But in the meantime, especially as a man, like, I can't speak for women, you know what I mean? I'm not a woman. I can only speak for being what it's like to be a man. And as a man, it's important to strive. It's important to set goals and be moving forward.
Yeah.
Whether it be, relationships, financial, spiritual, within your health. Like, if you feel like you're moving forward somewhere in your life, you're growing as a person, that brings happiness. Like, if people get depressed when they're not moving forward, like what I'm talking about now, in my position where I've stagnated, that's when they get down on themselves.
Yeah.
You could be very successful, but if you feel like you're just running through the motions and, you're not growing anywhere, you'll become depressed. It doesn't matter how successful you are. The key to happiness is progress, as Tony Robbins says.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of truth, man. And as a human in general, but I don't know. As a man, it's important to strive, and it's important to grow in areas, self-reflect. You know, look for your weaknesses, and go off your heart. You know,
Yeah,
you know what you
definitely.
want, and don't let it pass you by, man, because you'll go from 23 to 53 to 73, and it will happen quick. And if you don't fucking go after what you want, them dreams will come back, and they'll go from a source of motivation to a source of resentment. You know what I mean? And you don't want that. And I'm not lecturing you. I'm not saying this about you. I'm just saying in general for all of us.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely. Like that's I mean, as a human race, that's what we were made to do. Came out from the Stone Ages,
Yeah.
and then slowly progressing
If
with
people-
technology and everything.
Exactly. If people didn't strive, we would still be in the Stone Age.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Everything you see here around you was someone else's dream once.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, carpentry, the ability to make your phone, wood, the microphones, the camera that we're using now, Monster Energy, that was all someone's dream once.
Mm.
Just like you have dreams, and that it creates the world around you.
Yeah,
It is your responsibility as a man to add to that.
Mm.
So one day someone could step on your shoulders the way we step on others, not stepping on them, but
Yeah.
stepping on them to reach your goals. You know what I mean? You're stepping on like the greatness of other men.
Mm.